Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, which is going to become a candle wax reading in a minute, and it's all about what events will happen before you meet your future spouse. And as you can see, I have 3 pals as always, and what I did was I shuffled one random card for every card selection, and yeah, we're gonna look into it then when you are gonna go into your timestamp. So this is pal 1, this is pal 2, and this is gonna be pal 3. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comments section. And if you're interested or you're curious when it comes to a personal reading with me, as always, you can of course feel free to email me to get further information. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal one, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what events will happen before you meet your future spouse. So first of all, my dear, let's look into the card that you got, and then we are gonna start right away with your candle wax reading. So the first card you got is Know Your Worth. Well, the first and only card, better to say. Now, with this card being here, the message is pretty straightforward. I really feel like at the time you will meet your future spouse, you will put yourself first for sure. With Know Your Worth being here, I sense that it could be the case that you will actively really work on yourself, all right? And I'm talking about the relationship that you have to yourself, okay? Your self-love journey. It's almost like you reconnect with yourself, you know? Maybe somehow in your lifetime, it could be through past partners or even through, let's say, your family. You may have felt not good enough, or people have made you feel like you're not deserving or you're not worth certain things, okay? It could be, as an example, that you're not worth a relationship or someone loving you or a good life. I mean, just very cruel and very ridiculous and disgusting things. So, because this card for me is almost like someone courageously reconnecting with themselves, you know, and really seeing their own worth no matter what other people have put into their mind. Maybe for some reason people have suggested that you are not good enough. As an example, when it comes to like ridiculous beauty standards, I mean, you can literally go anywhere in this world and you will find beauty standards that are, well, not how the people look like, right? Like the majority of people. There is always something that is like very unachievable or not even real. So I really feel like a lot of you guys have been maybe pressured into being something that you aren't, and therefore because you're not fitting this picture, okay, either because you don't look like it or you don't have this and that, whatever it may be, or maybe because you don't come from a certain like background, therefore you don't deserve something. And that's like totally not the case, all right? That's like one of the most disgusting things in our world. Because the reality is that every and each one of us is good enough, and not only that, we are so deserving of so many things. But the older we get, you know, the more screwed up, we could say, this world makes us, right? And I really feel like it's almost like being like programmed into seeing yourself in a way that you're absolutely not. And what I'm seeing happening at the time you will meet your future spouse is you are releasing, you are healing from all this crap, okay? You're bringing justice to what you actually deserve, which is a great life. And not only that, you deserve great people to be around you. You deserve all the good, okay? All the good that's out there, no matter of what other people may say or think. That's so sad in itself, okay? If someone tells you that you're not worthy of something, that says everything you need to know about them and absolutely nothing about you. So keep that in mind. And that's something I'm seeing here big time. You will work on your self-love, my dear. You will nurture yourself more and more. It's kind of like you come to the conclusion that outside relationships are great and we are humans, we are social people, but what is the meaning of like having a whole social circle or having 1,000 friends if we have a very disturbing relationship to ourselves, right? I mean, the relationship we have to ourselves always comes first, because the way we are within reflects itself outside and much more. So self-love is first love, right? And I really feel like you may have struggled in the past with it. But what I can say is that at the time you will meet this person, you will be at a very good place. And you know what's very interesting to me? This energy is full of independence, okay? It's almost like courageously stepping up for yourself. And you know, there is always like this energy that like when someone searches for love, they don't find it. And no matter what they do, they just don't find someone compatible. And then the moment they stop looking, someone great comes their way. And it's kind of the same with you as well. I feel like at the time you will meet this person, you may have told yourself, okay, well, I haven't met love yet, so I'm gonna just put it aside and I'm just gonna focus on myself, on the relationship that I have with me, and I'm gonna work towards becoming my greatest version and really loving myself the way I deserve to be loved, regardless of whether there is someone outside of me doing it or not. I should take the responsibility, and everyone's love, you know, outside of me is just extra, but my love is the most important. And it's almost like when you detach yourself from that, this person will come through. Like, it's very ironically, but I feel like actually it's also not, because it's exactly the lesson that you're gonna learn from that, you know? It's kind of like the universe wanted you to understand that, well, outside love is one of the most beautiful experiences we can have. We are human beings, we are love, we are spiritual beings, and love is not a feeling, it's a state of being. And you know, it's, you could say, genuinely our truth self. And very often we think that we have to chase this love outside of us, but we have like an abundance of love within ourselves. But it's because, you know, like we're not being taught to look within, we always search outside, and when we don't find it outside of ourselves, we think we may not deserve it, and much more. And it's almost like you're gonna come to the conclusion, I love myself, period. And when you do that, this person comes through. So that's a very interesting energy here. Let me know if it resonates with you. I would really like to know that. So let's start with your candle wax reading. Let me put this right here. All right. So let me burn your candle. All right. So please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. What events will happen before you meet your future spouse? So first of all, like immediately, okay, I was almost like thrown this okay. I really feel like at the time you will meet your future spouse, or before you will meet them, you will definitely, my dear, focus only on yourself, and the know your worth card is really like confirming that to me, because the energy that's coming through is like you really making things happening for yourself. Like, and I am now talking about finances here, okay? This is now career related. You are gonna work yourself towards a very independent place in which it, like, I heard I don't need anyone. I can take of my like care of myself, you know? And this is definitely majority wise now regarding finances and the money. I really feel like you may, work towards a very secure position, or you may find yourself in a very safe and secure place when it comes to your finances. And when it comes to your money in general or your career, I am getting very happy and very satisfied energy coming through here. So what I can say is that before you meet this person, you will definitely be very happy with your career. I'm not getting any stress. I'm not getting any anxiety or like worries coming through when it comes to the money. In fact, it could be the case that the money aspect in your life is actually the most like secure one, very independent. I feel like you are not only gonna earn money, but you are gonna be able to enjoy the money, right? Because sometimes money may come through, but it's something like else to actually also be able to enjoy it. And I really feel like you're gonna be at a place where you can enjoy the money that's coming through. And it's very interesting because when I look into the energy, it's like that. It's very fast moving energy. So it could be the case that before you meet your person, you are gonna finally get the fruits of your labor. Very like fast moving coming your way. As an example, it could be the case that you've are been like working towards something big, okay? And you've invested like a very long time into this something, into this goal. And then before you meet this person, you see all the things coming through you've been hoping for, like the fruits of your labor manifesting very fast. So, yeah. Let's see if there's something else. Yeah, I really feel like when it comes to love, your view on love is going to change a lot. Because maybe in the past you thought that like there is some kind of like your worth is only determined because, yeah, worth is definitely a thing here. Like, let's say your worth is only determined when it comes to you having a partner or not. But you're gonna realize that love is genuinely something that comes within first, Like, you are not gonna chase validation is something I'm hearing. You're gonna be very comfortable with the idea of giving yourself what you deserve. And when someone comes through who sees this worth in you, they're welcome. But if they don't, then they don't even deserve you. Maybe sometimes I'm hearing, been with people who didn't see your worth. And let me tell you that at the time you will meet this person, or better to say before, but I really feel like it's also like during the time you will meet them. It's before and during. Because with you, my dear pal one, although this is about like what will happen before you will meet them, I'm constantly saying like during the time, right? So I feel like it resonates with both here. You will understand that certain ideas that you had when it comes to love aren't actually what love really is for you, you know? You're going to be so confident and so loving. I also see like you are going to come first, okay, in your life. That's very important to say. And when people treat you unfairly, you are not going to tolerate this anymore. You are going to be so protective, incredibly protective of yourself. And I'm seeing a lot of different scenarios playing in my mind right now. And it's just so mesmerizing, you know, how much dedication you put into yourself, and that you will never ever allow people to like push you into a corner like maybe they have in the past. And definitely no one will be able to tell you anymore what you deserve, what you don't deserve, who you are, who you aren't, you know. You are gonna say what you can do and what you can't do, and no one else. And I feel like that's very, very important here. During the time you, yeah, let's see. I said during the time, not before. Yeah. Like during the time you will meet your spouse. I'm sorry, my dear. I am just like the messenger. The energies will like just say everything that needs to be heard, so it's out of my control here. But during the time you will meet your person, I feel like you will really like reprioritize your life as well. When we talk about maybe certain life decisions, I feel like you are going to be very comfortable with like releasing or moving on from certain things. You know, you are not going to be as scared as you may have been in the past, or maybe you are right now if you're still in this energy. So as an example, maybe you know there is something not good for you, but you're scared of doing something about it. Or maybe you know that there's something really calling you. Could be a career path, could be just some vision that you really would like to go after, but you're not brave enough to do so yet. What I'm seeing is that at the time, yeah, I said it once again, at the time you will meet this person, you are gonna be at a very confident place in which you are not gonna wait anymore. If certain things in your life needs to be released, they're out. Why? Because you deserve better. If certain, let's say, dreams need your attention and you really feel like, yes, this is something I want to do out of your own free will, if you really feel like this is what I'm being called to do, then I don't feel like you are gonna wait too much, you know? You're really gonna just go for it. Because there is so much potential in you, my dear pal one, okay? So much potential. And it's almost like before you meet this person, you will be at a place mentally and emotionally in which you will really realize it, you know, like genuinely realize it. And not only that, but act upon it. You won't allow anyone anymore to turn your light off. Absolutely not. But at the same time, it's going to be a very healing time as well. It's almost like you're preparing, oh, I can't talk. It's almost like you're preparing yourself for this person. But not only that, I feel like you are just allowing yourself to flow, you know, and be gentle when it comes to life. Not to be too serious. And there is also this energy of forgiveness here. You know, as I very often like to say, forgiveness is also a way of healing, or at least it's a first step towards healing, you know. And I feel like you're going to look at certain parts of your past and you're going to realize you don't want to hold those grudges anymore, because the only one suffering through those past experiences is still you. And you really want to bring closure to that. And how are you going to do it? You're going to just release it and, yeah, just accept the fact that it's something that happened, and you're going to forgive, the circumstance. You're going to forgive those people. As I always like to say, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve the peace that comes with this, like, forgiving. Okay? And I really see this something that you're going to do. And it's going to bring you so much energy back. It's almost like you are refocusing your energy onto yourself. And you're going to look into all the situations that you are like wasting your energy, such as an example, holding grudges. Like, you could take this energy into yourself and building something beautiful with it for yourself. And that's something you're going to do. It may even also be a very creative time in your life, Yeah, look at that. It's almost like this candle, it doesn't want to turn off, And when I put it into it, it wasn't as like as big as it is now. And now it's like, look at how big it is, The water won't be able to turn it off. And you won't let other people turn your light off neither. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have here. Now let me turn it off. Okay. So, my dear pile 1, that's all I have for you. Please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and if there is something you would like to share with us, definitely don't hold back. Also, my dear, if you're interested or you're curious when it comes to a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me as well. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, my Instagram account is found in the description box, and yeah, of course I invite you there as well. Having said that, my dear pile 1, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 1, take care, my love. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what will happen before you will meet your future spouse. So let's start straight away. Let's start with the card that I have for you here. And the card is Focus on the Positive. New Moon in Sagittarius. Alright, so my dear pal 2, what I'm seeing is that at the time you will meet your, or better to say before you will meet your future spouse, I feel like you will be pretty busy. Alright? You will be pretty busy with a lot of things, and first of all, it's almost like you're gonna have a very positive outlook on the future, and there is a lot you're gonna work on. I am already feeling that it's almost like it's gonna be a period in your life in which, or a phase, okay, let's just say a phase in your life in which you have a lot to do, you connect with a lot of different people, you have maybe like a lot of different, even maybe businesses going through, so it's almost like someone who's pretty busy with life, but not in a bad thing, not in a way that like you are in a situation and you hate it and you can't do anything about it, No, it's really something that you're gonna love to do. You want to connect, you want to be active, you want to be seen, you want to express yourself, a very optimistic and vivid time in your life. So, as an example, I feel like it's also a time in which, like when you start something, because we have Sagittarius here, and Sagittarius is like the good luck sign as well, right? And the lucky sign, and also with like Jupiter energy in Sagittarius, I really feel like at the time you will, or I don't know why I say at the time, before, okay? Before you meet this person, I really feel like whatever you start will have a lot of positive things coming your way. So as an example, if you start a business at the time, you will see like success in it, you know. When you, as an example, like get friends with someone, okay, get a new friend, you will build a very beautiful like friendship. It's almost like a very lucky time in your life. Before you meet them, you will have this lucky phase, and whatever you touch, this is something I literally heard, whatever you touch becomes gold. So that's why I said, let's just say you start a business, it's gonna kickstart pretty well, or you're gonna connect with new people, you know, you're gonna like almost like manifest people in that are really good for you. You know, you're gonna bring in, you're gonna attract like positive and great energy. That's something I'm seeing here. Let me see if there is anything else. You like with the new moon being here, especially new, the word new really like came through immediately for me. I really feel like it could be also a phase in your life in which you started a lot of new things, all right? So as I said, it could be something career related, or as an example, you may be moving somewhere new. There is just this new energy, this new exciting energy in your life. Actually, you're going to be pretty receptive as for love as well. You know, I feel like this has nothing to do with the like events or things happening before you meet them, but this is just still another message that's coming through here. I feel like at the time, or you know, before you meet this person, you may be at a very like confident place in your life. Okay, so that's all I'm getting so far. Now let's start with your candle wax reading. Let's see, from my dear pile 2, let me get you your candle. All right, so please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. Ooh, okay. Look at that. All right, okay. So my dear pile 2, the first thing I heard, and just listen, okay? At the time you will meet your, I said it again, not at the time, before. Well, maybe it's the thing, maybe this will also be the case when you meet them, but I know, like, I mean now specifically before you meet them, okay? But this may also be the energy that will be present when this person comes through. But coming back, before you meet this person, you're gonna have a lot of like love interests coming through here. And maybe some of you guys are saying, what? Like, no way. I haven't had a love interest like in such a long time. I'm so sorry, my dear, for the cut. I don't know why, but the camera just turned off, and well, I just hate that when it happens with like candle wax readings, because I'm in the energy, you know, and all of a sudden it just turns off. But well, I concentrated, and let's just continue now. Let me turn the candle on again. So I still remember I was talking about the fact that you guys are gonna have multiple love interests, okay? And that, you know, some of you guys maybe not like gonna believe it because you maybe haven't had one in a very long time. But what I have seen is that at the time, you know, or before you meet your future spouse, it's almost like you're gonna, you're gonna be at a very good place. Also, internally speaking, you're gonna be in love with yourself. You're gonna be in love with life. You're gonna be very positive about life, and once again, very busy with a lot of different things that make you happy and make you feel fulfilled. And it's almost like you're gonna be on such a high vibration, and you're gonna therefore manifest people in who are gonna be a vibrational match to you. And it's almost like you're gonna glow in your own way, inside and out. Yeah, and a lot of people are gonna be mesmerized by that, by what you're gonna achieve, by where you're gonna be in life, and just your energy, your vibe overall. All right, so I definitely see multiple love interests here. It may even be the case for those of you guys who are open to it, right? I mean, you have free will. If this is nothing you want, then you don't have to do it. But maybe for some of you guys, you may also like just for fun date around, and just have fun, but take it how it resonates. But regardless of that, I still see that love interests are definitely going to be there. But not only that, I talked about the manifestation aspect, and it's definitely coming through again. I really feel like at the time you will meet your spouse, especially at the time, a lot of manifestations have come through, and your spouse could literally be one of those manifestations that you are trying to bring in. But I'm seeing multiple manifestations. Definitely one regarding your love life, but also when it comes to your, I'm hearing personal life. So maybe there is something you want to achieve or have, and you're gonna accomplish that. Yeah, I feel like it's also somehow related to your career. Maybe you're gonna get certain money coming through, and with that, you can buy something you've been trying to manifest in for quite some time. Let me see, let me see. If I had to explain what this energy feels like, it's a very empowering time in your life, that's for sure. You're gonna feel very empowered about yourself, about your life, and people are gonna pick up on it. It's gonna definitely catch people's attention and make them feel very attracted towards you. You're gonna be very self-responsible, but at the same time, you're gonna have a lot of trust in life and the universe as well. There's this element of trust in here. Maybe you're gonna be very optimistic about where things are gonna head towards. So you're gonna start something, let's just say a business idea, and you're gonna trust in it. You're gonna also trust in your own abilities, of course. You're gonna believe in yourself. But this energy is all about like go and get it. That's where you're gonna be at. You're gonna just go for whatever it is that you are working towards or that you would like to have. Very determined, very motivated, confident, strong-willed. Let me see. Yeah, Manipura. It's almost like a time in your life. Yeah, very strong-willed for like going after the things you want. You are not going to be in an energy in which you want to hide yourself at all. You're going to be out there, conquering almost things that you have been desiring and wanting. And as the card already says, you're going to have a very positive focus on your life. And yeah, I see multiple manifestations coming through. And by the way, just an extra message for you to know, I really feel like at the time then when you will meet your future spouse, it will be a surprise. You won't be expecting it. It may be like out of the blue, absolutely nothing you have been thinking of or expecting at all, because it's almost like you're doing you, you know, you are making your life happen, you're working towards like the best life, and then this person will come through. That's something I'm seeing here. It doesn't feel like someone who's like too focused on love. Like, even as I said, oh man, my dear pal too. I don't know why it happened again. Well, okay. So as I was saying, you know, it doesn't really feel like you are too focused on love. Like, even if you are coming through with a lot of love interests, they're just like secondary. Like, what is really important for you is you, and yeah, then your future spouse will come through. It reminds me a little bit of pile one, but in a very different way, you know? But still, I also feel like for you, you're not going to be too focused on love, you know? You're more so going to be focused on yourself. Definitely a very interesting theme here. Now, let me see if there is anything else for my dear pile 2. Oh, another thing. What I'm seeing is that I really feel like you are gonna think a lot of things like new, or how should I say it? You're gonna think things through again in a very new way when it comes to your life. Almost like, as an example, let's just say you always thought that in 5 years you want to be there, or you want to do this and that. And it's almost like now, at the time, you will rethink those things, you know? You will see whether the things you've always dreamed about still resonate with you, and whether you want to, as an example, go about new things. I talked about the new energy, right? So it's a very exciting time, and I feel like it's also a time in which you will definitely be very receptive when it comes to changes, especially for those of you guys who may sometimes have a very, very hard time when it comes to changes, you know. At this time, it's welcomed because it's gonna match your energy. The changes coming your way are exactly what you need. I mean, if we think about it, even like your spouse coming through, it's also a change, right? Coming your way when it comes to your love life. But it's definitely something which is for your best. And I really feel like you are gonna have different love energies, and also like different scenarios like that at that time. So it's all about you, and you're also gonna work on your skills, I feel like, my dear. So as an example, if you work as something, and you know, maybe you would like to go on a certain training to get extra clarifications, qualifications, right? That could also be the time. So maybe you're gonna go on like certain trainings. Let me see. Yeah, that's something I'm seeing as well here. Maybe a small advice: be careful of what you wish of, because it could actually manifest. Okay, so if some of you guys are like consciously manifesting things, then really question whether it's something you really want in life and where it comes from. And if the answer is, well, it's something I've always wanted, or it's something I want to experience, and it's for my like highest good, for my well-being, then hell yeah, right? But I don't know why this message came through, but it's almost like your spirit guides were giving you this advice to be mindful of what you want, you know? At least that's what I'm seeing here for you. All right, so my dear pal 2, this is actually all I have for you. I'm not getting more messages coming through, so yeah. My dear pal too, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. I'm so sorry for the technical issues. Please excuse that. But I hope that you still were able to follow. And yeah, my dear, if there is something you would like to share, definitely feel free to do so. Thank you so much once again for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy. And if you're interested or you're curious when it comes to a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me as well. And lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me also on Instagram, I invite you there as well. You will find my Instagram in the description box. My dear pile 2, I am sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day or, of course, a beautiful evening depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what will happen before you meet your future spouse. What do you need to know about the time before the meeting? So what I would suggest is let's first look into this card and then we will start with your candle wax reading later on. So let's see. For my dear pile 3, you got the card reveal what needs to be seen. Now, this is a very strong card. And for me personally, there is also a lot of empowerment in this energy because, sometimes we may go through life and we may feel like doing something. We feel called to, show up with something or say certain things, to stand up for ourselves or our truth. However, because of maybe certain fears, we don't reveal what we really feel or what we think, right? And there is also so much strength and courage in, standing up for whatever it is that we believe in. And I really feel like at the time before meeting your future spouse, you will really step into this energy. I'm hearing I will not compromise anymore. Now, this is a very strong sentence, right? I feel like you will be done with people deciding for you, okay, when it comes to your life, when it comes to your love life, when it comes to your career, whatever it may be, your personal life. It's almost like you're freeing yourself, you're freeing yourself from other people's judgment, from other people's opinions regarding you and your life. And you're just gonna hit this point in which you don't even gonna care anymore. You're gonna be done with it. This is something I heard. I'm done with all that. I'm hearing the only person who has to be happy with my decisions is me. This is my life. This is my experience, and I have the right to live the kind of life that I choose, not someone else. I really feel like before you meet your future spouse, you will do something very drastically. So as an example, maybe you will finally go after this business idea or this change of career that you always were called to do, but you didn't do because, let's say, people were very judgmental, or let's say, maybe some of you guys did whatever your parents always wanted you to do. Or if it's not related to career, then just in general, something regarding your personal life. Maybe you are gonna finally move or finally travel, just I feel like something you've been carrying with yourself in your heart space for quite some time, and you're gonna be at this place in which you're gonna just say, I don't care anymore. I want to start live today and not tomorrow. And that's a very strong and empowering thing you're gonna do. Let me see. I also feel like you're really just gonna go with your truth, As an example, let's just say you always used to be the kind of person who didn't really say everything like their opinion or certain things that were really like important to you, because first of all, maybe you didn't just want to like start an argument, or you preferred to just stay in the hidden when it comes to that, so you don't get people's attention and so on. And I really feel like at this point you will just say, I don't care. Let the whole world see me. Let everyone know what I'm about. I don't care. I just focus on myself, on creating the life that I want, on creating the best life for myself. So who cares? All right. So it's a very self-empowered time, in the sense that you will not compromise anymore when it comes to your happiness and when it comes to what you want in life. I'm hearing, especially for those of you guys who were like people pleasers for a very long time, you definitely are going to be done with it, which is a very interesting energy, because you know, this has so much potential, because this is really like the like pitting point or the turning point for someone who like is just done with everything, and now they just feel like, I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna do it, you know, I'm just gonna go with my own like voice. And yeah, there's a lot of like doors opening up for you in this energy, you know. So I'm very curious what we will get out of this when it comes to the candle wicks, and yeah, what indicators we will get when it comes to this time in your life. It's already definitely starting off very exciting. This is a beautiful energy to be in, because it gives you freedom. It gives you freedom to be yourself. And yeah, let's see. Let's see what you will do with this, you know, new freedom coming your way at the time. Let me turn on your candle. Oh my goodness. Let me light it up again. Yeah, you know what I just like got from this? It could be the case that very often in your life you wanted to start something, or you wanted to, you know, do something for yourself, and people really tried to like keep you away from it. And at that time you will just be like, no, people can't, you know, keep me away from the things that I care about, from the things I want to create in my life, because that's my life. All right, so please give me a moment. Please give me a moment, my dear, to tune into the energies. Okay, the first thing that I'm getting is actually something very interesting, that at the time, like before meeting your future spouse, you will spend a lot of time with your loved ones. And not only that, I'm hearing with hard people. So what do I mean with that? I feel like before you meet your future spouse, you will really have created this circle for yourself, okay? Circle of friends, circle of families, but only those who genuinely like care for you, and you know, who you love and who love you back. Not those friends or family who, you know, may be a part of our life, but in reality they don't really feel like it, you know. They are maybe sneaky, they're not good for us, they just, yeah, are not our loved ones, you know, even though we may be related to them blood wise, or, you know, maybe we have been friends with them some time, still they don't feel like loved ones to us, you know. I really feel like before you meet this person, you will definitely get rid of some people, because you will choose for yourself that, you know, very similar to the energy here, you will choose for yourself that I'm just gonna entertain or have people in my life who support me and will not be in my way. You know, people's opinions who really matter to me, not those who try to talk me out of, you know, my dreams or my aspirations. So it's gonna be a time in your life in which social I feel like gatherings or just in general, you're gonna social a lot, but not with like strangers, but with people who you really love, you know. I, for example, see a lot of sleepovers, or I see you spending a lot of time with, you know, these people at home in a lot of like cozy scenarios. It's it's almost like, you know, a fireplace. I just saw a fireplace. You know, when a fireplace is so cozy, it just warms you. It just creates this ambience and everything like that. This is how this feels like. I really feel like a lot of quality time with people that are genuinely a part of your life and who you love so 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 much. They're going to be a huge part of this phase in your life, okay? This is something I can already see. And the reason for that is because they're going to push you also towards the right direction. These people are not going to hold you back, but they're actually going to motivate you and, you know, talk or emphasize how much potential you have. So, you know, sometimes we may need this little push, or we may need this support for our from our loved ones who tell us, you know, how great we are or how much potential we have, not because this is, you know, what we should depend our growth to, but just because it's very nurturing. It's nurturing when, you know, someone that you care about and that you love tells you how, you know, awesome you are and how big you could make it. This is the kind of energy. So I'm seeing a circle, okay? And you have chosen who can be in the circle very mindfully. And you're gonna spend a lot of time with these people before you meet your future spouse. And it's gonna have a great impact on you. You may even, I'm hearing, meet new friends, okay, that you don't know yet, and who will become a big part of your life as well. Let me see. There is another thing I would like to mention. Before you will meet your future spouse, this is um, a very spiritual pile as well. I feel like a lot of you guys will be in direct communication with your guides, okay? With the energy supporting you, with your spirit guides, and they will lead you, or they will bring a lot of guidance when it comes to this time. You're going to become very aware of them for sure. And not only that, I really feel like a lot of you guys will expect this person coming through. You will, you know, it's very interesting because, you know, I talked about the fact that you will surround yourself with these people and they will be really good for you. With other words, you know, you will surround yourself with a lot of love, okay? With a lot of genuine love, whether it's through friends or family, it doesn't matter. And because you surround yourself so much with like heart connections, you will sense that they are more coming your way, and your spirit guides are definitely going to give you the insights when it comes to your future spouse as well. And because you start to bring importance to your heart and allow yourself to love and allow yourself to receive love, and, you know, also see the love within yourself, it is very natural for you to bring in, you know, a love interest, and not only any love interest, but someone who's going to become a very significant person. And I really feel like your guides are gonna let you know that this person's coming through, because they're gonna take you towards them. Let me see. This time, once again, it's definitely gonna be a very courageous time in your life. You may take certain decisions that you never ever thought you would do, or you would have that much like courage for, okay? And, you know, you may ask yourself, where do you get this courage? Like, what is the difference between maybe now and this time? Well, the courage is you putting yourself first. You're not compromising anymore when it comes to your well-being, you know. And I really feel like that's very, very important, because it is never too late to put ourselves first. It is never too late to do what we feel is right for ourselves, right? Do you see that? This looks like a heart, but not like this kind of heart, but literally the organ. I don't know if I'm the only one who sees this, but for me it looks like a heart, right? So this is, yeah, just the confirmation, you know, when it comes to you really, like, if we talk about chakras, you know, I really feel like anahata, it may be a phase in your life in which you really open your heart space, and therefore you become receptive for so many things that are meant to be in your life, but you have kind of a little bit not rejected, but you have pushed aside, because you know you weren't at a place in your life where you genuinely opened up yourself for it. And I really feel like at the time you may also be very like respected, okay, from people who are close to you, because of those decisions that you take, or because of the fact that you do what you feel is right for you, and people will really look up to you because they will see how determined you are and how brave you are with that. You know what's very interesting? I just saw a card coming through from the same deck. It really came into my mind, and like, I know the energy of it, but I forgot what is written on it. Yeah, step up and um, step up and lead. I think there is one card in this deck which says step up and lead, and I just saw this card coming through. And what I really feel like is this is gonna be your energy. You are gonna step up for yourself, and you're gonna lead the way for you, but also I feel like you're gonna be an inspiration for others. Yeah, this really looks like a heart to me. I'm so sorry, but yeah, you also may, you know, motivate other people around you. I really feel like it's gonna be a very inspiring time as well. Okay, what I'm hearing is that there may be someone in your life right now, or it could be at the time, and I feel like it's more so a man who may have somehow made you feel some type of way, or hold you back from certain things that you want to accomplish. It may even be maybe a boss, or just I heard a pain in the, you know what, okay? So just somehow someone you see like that, okay? Someone who's gonna be a big distractions to you, and is gonna take a lot of energy from you. And I see that you're gonna break yourself free from this person. So take it how it resonates. This could also be a very specific energy from for someone, but you know, this could be an ex-partner, this could be a father, or some kind of like a male friend, or maybe even a stranger, someone who you crossed paths with but who wasn't really good energy for you. I fear that you're gonna finally break yourself free from this person and not allow anyone to have a negative impact on you again. And this may also be a reason why you are going to be very mindful of the energies you will invite in your life from there on. You will not allow anyone anymore to make you small. You will spread your wings. That's literally something I heard. I know it sounds very cliche, but that's how it came through. I really feel like at the time, like what will happen before you meet your future spouse, you may start with a lot of activities as well, okay, that you always wanted to do but you didn't do because of other people's opinions. Things you were always very like passionate about, okay, you will start doing or you will do again if you had to perhaps stop with it for some reason. For some of you guys, you may even like purchase something you've been saving for, something big. Or coming back to this card, it says reveal what needs to be seen. It could be the case that before you meet your future spouse, you've been working or planning something very big in your life, but you haven't like shared it with anyone. It was a secret because maybe you thought, I first want to accomplish this and then I'm going to share it with other people so people won't like send negative energy my way, or so people won't talk me out of it, you know. I feel like you may have done something in the hidden for yourself. As an example, that's just an example. Let's say someone buying a house or someone starting a business, and you know, then when you hit a certain point in that business, you're gonna reveal it, but before that, you are not gonna do it. It's almost like you wanting to protect yourself, okay? And I really feel like before you meet your future spouse, you're gonna reveal this big secret and you're gonna shock a lot of people with it, but in a very good way. You know, you're gonna feel very empowered and so good about yourself because you have accomplished this, okay? The saving, the hard work, the secrecy. I really hear it's gonna be worth it. So this may be something you will say to yourself, and I'm kind of picking up on it. But there will also be some people who will be jealous. That's also something I'm seeing. However, um, okay, I heard I don't even care about the haters. So maybe this is something you may think, okay? But definitely a time in your life where something very major will happen. Mm, you will get something you've been wishing for, maybe even your whole life, okay? Yeah, that's all I'm getting here. So, my dear pal 3, this is all I have for you. Please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And thank you so much, my dear, for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy. If you're interested or you're curious when it comes to a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, you can, of course, feel free to email me as well. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. You will find my Instagram in the description box. My dear pile 3, from my heart, I'm sending you much love and much, much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day or, of course, a beautiful evening, depending on where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 3, take care, my love.